everybody. This is Michelle coming at you with my week 18 update. Wow, 18 weeks. Crazy, crazy. It's just a little over my 4 months. So, to go to stats right away, I had gastric bypass surgery at St. Bernardine's Medical Center in San Bernardino, California on July 6th, 2017. My high weight in August of 2016 was 365 pounds. I'm 39 years old and 5'3", I'm 39 years old and 5'6". My surgery weight was 332.2, and today I'm coming at you at 263.2, which is a 6-pound loss since last week. Yay! 6 pounds since last week. Woohoo! So I'm very, very excited about that. But it kind of came about at a price, so I'll talk about that in a minute. That's an overall loss of 101.8 pounds and a since surgery loss of 69 pounds. And it is a weekly average since surgery of 3.83 pounds, which is excellent. That's where I want my since surgery weekly average loss to be. Is up more near 4 than 3.5, because that's what I like. Anyway, so what's been going on this week? This week was really rough. I have trouble eating chicken, apparently, because I ate chicken a while ago, quite a long time ago, and I think it was too dry or something, and it made me really sick for a few days, really, really nauseous. And then it's been weeks and weeks, and I was really craving a chicken tender. So I got one, and it was really, really small, and I ate one, and then I felt like death. I really felt like extremely nauseous and disgusting, and continued to feel nauseous for days. And it was the worst kind of nausea too. I didn't barf, which is good, because I never have since surgery, and fingers crossed I never will, because I would rather do just about anything than throw up. But I did feel so nauseous, and it was like a revulsion nausea. Like every time my brain just kept going to things that would gross me out, like chicken, like that chicken tender, and it would just be like right at the top of my throat. It was so awful. And I really couldn't eat much of anything. So there were a few days when I ate like maybe 400 calories, if even that. And, and I'm supposed to be, according to my surgeon, between 600 and 800 right now. So it was really disgusting. It was really rough. But I lost 6 pounds, so there was a positive side, but I don't know. I don't know if I would rather go through that again for 6 pounds. Hopefully this week will be better. Ever since then, I'm having a really hard time with meat of any kind. Normally I was fine with ground beef. That sat just fine, but I had some ground beef yesterday or the day before, and just the texture and everything was really grossing me out. So I don't know if I just need to kind of stay away from meat for a while, and I can do that and maintain my protein goals with protein shakes and just kind of give myself a break from meat. I posted on Instagram about the white meat thing, and apparently it's a known issue. People having trouble with white meat, because I had pork once, and pork chop, and it didn't sit well either. So that's what's been going on this week as far as my weight loss is concerned. I don't know, kind of rough. I've been sleeping a lot with that nausea. It's been really gross. So I wanted to talk to you about how there was one day, this is before I got sick, where I was feeling really full all day long, like really like that Thanksgiving full kind of feeling, and I was really digging it, because that's like how I used to feel in the old days, in my eating days. And I liked it and I didn't like it. Like the inner fatty really liked it, but I didn't like it because it feels like this is how an alcoholic feels when they're drunk. That sort of peace, that sort of fuzzy peaceful feeling. And as soon as I stopped feeling it, that full feeling, I wanted to shove more food in. And I wasn't eating very much, obviously, because my pouch can't fit very much. But I still wanted to keep putting more food in, and more and more and more to keep that feeling up. It's like, I remember that my friend and I went to this bar one time, and we each got, I think, 2 shots of Jaeger to start out with, which got us nice and buzzy. And then all night we would just stay buzzy, and then the minute the buzz started to dip, we'd take another shot of Jaeger, and the buzz would come back, and we just sort of stayed in that little fuzzy buzzy place all day long. And that's kind of what this felt like. It felt like a drunk, and I know that as a food addict, that's exactly what it is for me. So I haven't had that since. It was just one day of that, and I guess we all have, kind of relapse days. The food addiction certainly doesn't go away with surgery. So and that was before I got sick. So who knows, and I wanted that chicken so bad, even though I knew that chicken makes me ill, makes me not feel great. So who knows if there was some weird mental thing about like self-sabotage, or, I don't know. I'm probably putting way too much. I'm probably reading into it way too much. Yeah. So that was that. On to other things. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I was discussing with somebody about, like, she has weighed 425 pounds and now she's down into the 250s, and she did it without surgery. It's taken her like 2.5 years, but she's done it very slowly and very consistently, and without surgery. And I was telling her how impressive that was to me, and she was telling me how impressive it is to her that I had surgery and had my insides rearranged and changed my whole lifestyle around, and forever, because that's what, surgery is, forever. And how that was really impressive to her. And we were discussing how people think that surgery is the easy way out, which I know is very frequently discussed among weight loss surgery patients, because that's a really stupid thing to say. And it's very hard, and you have to work hard, and your lifestyle changes dramatically, and you go through all the mental games and everything, and it is hard. But to me, I was telling her, to me, it is easier in the sense that I am out of the cycle right now of trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing. And because before, every time I would try a diet, I would fail within 2 weeks. Like, I never stuck to a diet longer than 2 weeks, and I would just fail over and over and over again, and I kept getting bigger. Like, I'm not one of those people who dieted and lost a bunch of weight and then gained it back and dieted. I'm lost more than 20 pounds on a diet, except when I had to lose more than that before surgery. But before that, I never lost more than 20 pounds on a diet. Every time I'd hit that 20 pound mark, I go whoop, right back up. So to me, it was the constant failure. And then when I was on a diet, I was always thinking about the food I couldn't have, and feeling deprived and feeling hungry, and going through the mind games that sometimes happen now, but like every single day. And for me, surgery has relieved a lot of that, because I can't indulge. I can't I can't do the things that I used to do with food to gain all the weight back. And I mean, I know that that's possible down the road, but right now, when the restriction is real tight and everything, and the math is just the math. Eventually I will lose the weight, and it makes it easier for me to succeed. It's like, I don't want to make this analogy because people are going to get mad, but it's the only one I can think of. Like, when I was learning about how to train my dog, they were not my dog, but like when he was a puppy, and it was talking about how to teach him how to, go potty outside and stuff like that. And they kept saying, set your dog up for success. If you don't want them to chew on your shoes, don't lock them up for the day in a room full of shoes. If you don't want them to pee in the house when they get up in the morning, make sure you take them out as soon as they wake up. Set them up for success. And I think that for me, that's what this surgery has done. It has set me up for success. It's put me in a place where I can't have a lot of sugar. I can have some, but not a lot, or else I get sick, which I hate, as I told you. That's like the worst thing ever for me. I can't eat very much, um, and I am really focused in on the amount of calories my surgeon said. Like, I have a really concrete plan um, on what, how many calories and how many grams of protein and what vitamins and stuff. Like, it's really concrete. And because my tummy's so small, I'm not hungry all the time. And I don't really feel deprived. Every now and again with the sugar thing, I feel a little deprived, but most of the time I don't. And there are still head games, but it's not nearly the volume and this just screaming head games that the addiction was before surgery. It has really calmed things down significantly. And to me, I know that this was a tag. I don't know if it was a recent tag or one quite a while ago, but to me, the definition of success with this would be to be at my goal weight and be at peace with food and at peace with my body. That's what I want. That's what success means to me. If I can eat and live my life in peace and not, and maybe have a bad day here and there, but most days not have my whole life revolve around what I'm eating and what I'm not eating. That's what I want. That's what to me would make me a success, is when I get to my goal weight, and even before my goal weight, being at peace about my food most of the time. I know that none of us are perfect, and you can't have that every day, but that's what I want. I want 90% peace. So anyway, that's my alarm letting me know that it's getting time to wrap up. Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear in your videos what your definition of success is. And it was great talking to you. I'm glad to be making videos in a timely fashion again. And I will talk to you later. Love and kisses. Bye.